Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR and welcome back to another flight here in Xplane 11. Just very quickly then, chat, hello Game Addiction, hello Ollie, hello Glenn, hello Jesse. I think that's all I can see in there at the minute. Yeah. I'm just listening to myself, unfortunately, so there you go, just turn that off, there we go. So here we go, we're at Xplane 11, we're here in, where are we? We are in Christchurch. Now, Glenn, I know we discussed where we were going to be landing and taking off. I completely forgot. I'm not going to lie to you, I forgot. And I was trying to make it up, and I didn't have any way to contact you. Hopefully you won't, I'm sure it would be great. Wellington's hard because you need to perform a 90-degree turn only a few kilometres from the runway, and if you touch down too late, you're into the harbour or the Cook Strait. Fair enough. Is this why you wanted me to fly into Wellington? This is still something we can do. We can spend a few flights down here, I suppose. Go around, relatively common. It's kind of the same here in Ireland. We have Shannon Airport there in the water, and with the high winds that we get here in Ireland, the planes forever either divert into Belfast or Dublin. They do struggle to land there. The chat is moving quite quick, and the only runway is the crosswinds. Okay, look on the map. Okay, just there we go. Conor Gurney, hello, welcome back again. Okay, I suppose we should really get on with the flight. So what we're going to be doing today, we are flying the A319. As you can see here, we have... I've lost all my chat. Where have you all gone? There we go. You're back. We're here in the A319 with our lovely Air New Zealand livery. The weather is pretty poor. It's on pause at the moment, so you're not going to see the weather, but it is hammering it down here in Christchurch. We are going to be doing a cold and dark start. Now, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Like I said, I've only just kind of got back into Xplane 11. But the scenery is pretty cool. Not a very big airport here, quite a small airport. I really like the AB livery. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Now, there was another one. There was a plane that was all black, but I kind of like this one a little bit more, and I was struggling to get it to work, to be honest with you. This is the only time I'll be caught cheering for Wellington. Okay, so what shall we do? Let's go into the flight deck. Let's take the game off pause. And we are going to see the rain. It is hammering it down, absolutely hammering it down. I'm going to take my glasses off while I set up the FMCs and stuff. And it's pretty windy out there, I'll be very honest with you. So we are going to be doing a cold and dark start. So what we're going to do, we're going to head up to the panel. We are going to throw battery 1 on. Okay, they're already on with it. There we go. Let's take off these faults here quickly. Okay, so we need to go up into our plugins. We need to go to the TOLIS ISCS, and we do need to plug in external power, which is on, which is lovely. Okay, so for some reason the power is already on. That's fine. Not quite a cold and dark start. All blacks, and it's the other livery. Yeah, the livery is pretty cool. Okay, so we got battery, we got power, so we should start seeing some lights down here. I'm just going to turn up all the brightnesses. That's the only problem with the TOLIS. You have to do this every time. There we go. Let's get that up. We have the brightness. Where's the other ones? The other ones are down here, aren't they? There we go. Let's get all these up. We need to put the brightness up on the old MacDo. I was about to say the FMC there. There we go, we'll get all of that up, and we'll just get all this lit up for us so we can see what we're doing today. There we go, that should look a lot better for you guys. And yeah, that is it for the brightness stuff. We can do his side, I suppose, as well. Let's come up just a little bit more, there we go. Okay, so we now have the power on, we've increased the brightness, so let's set up our address. We're going to set this to navigation, we're going to let it align. Once the light goes out, we'll throw on the next one. There we go. Oh, put that onto a line. And a line. Okay, the one thing I am going to do, I'm going to go into the TOLIS screen again, and the one thing I will do is add quick align, because otherwise we'll be here for a little while. It does take a little while to line up the GPS coordinates, and let's get all that kind of sorted. And we can now look at the APU. We can now turn on the master switch. We give that a couple of seconds. And we can now start the APU. Okay, we're going to throw on our beacon while we are here. Okay, so that's all done. Okay, ECAM, we now need to make sure that the flap is open on the ECAM. We're going to just cut that master switch there. And basically we need to come down here. I just need to check that this is flap is open. As you can see, it's all heating up nicely here. Means we're pretty much good to go for an engine start. One last couple of things. We just want to check our chimes. Make sure they're all going. And we are going to arm our emergency lights. Okay, there we can all say off for now. And we are going to test the engine fire. There we go. That's all good. And we're going to switch on our navigational radios. There we go. There we go. So if we are aligned now, we can see the map has come up on our screen. Everything is looking good. We do need to just quickly look at our loading screen. We are going to need this now in a second for our loading, and I want to bring up our FMC. Okay. Okay, so today's FMC. Hopefully we're not going to have the same issues that we had last time. Okay, even I must say the All Blacks are the kings of rugby of the Southern Hemisphere. But not last year. Yeah, you didn't perform particularly well last year, did you? Okay, so I just need to bring up my flight plan. Like I said, I have brought it up over here, but I'm just gonna bring it up on my other screen. So I will come back to the chats once we kind of get in the air. There's a lot to kind of go through here. Okay, so we are flying today from NZCH /, we are going to NZAA. Lovely. Our alternative route is actually going all the way back to Christchurch, believe it or not. So if there is any problems, we have to go back. NZCH. Our flight number today is NZ102. Okay, the cost index for today's flight, just let me have a little look. Sim brief. Stop fuels, where are we? Trip, continuous. What is my cost index? Where are you? So the screen's just trying to scroll down, it's taking a little bit of time. That's okay, we're going to get there in a second. Okay. Just reading all the stuff for today. Cost index of 40. And the outside temperature is currently at 12 degrees. Sorry, we need to put in our cruising altitude, sorry. We'll be cruising today's flight at 21,000 feet. We're going to throw that in, and minus 26 will be that. We're going to go to our next page. Our zero fuel weight for the day. Let's have a look. Zero fuel weight will be average winds. The screen is loading very poorly on my other side. Zero fuel weight will be 5.7. 5.7. Oh, I forgot to put in the point, did I? 5.7. 5.7 is my block fuel weight. And the zero fuel weight would be 5738. 574. Oh, I lost my Mac dupe. So there we go. That's going to be that for a second. But I'm an England fan all the way for the international circuit. It's 10:52 in New Zealand. Oh Jesus, it's pretty late for you guys. Okay, so there we go. We're going to leave that like that for a second. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to just set up our weights here today. We are looking at a zero fuel weight 573, so we'll go 574. Okay, so we've got quite a few. 57. There we go, we'll take that. So we've got 131 passengers today. Our block fuel will be today's block fuel is 7854. Wow, that is quite a lot of fuel, I suppose, in case we have to go back. So we will round that up to 7.9. Okay, quick fuel, and let's apply these load settings. Lovely and jubbly. Okay, let's go back into the init page. That for some reason doesn't have any of my okay, so it didn't actually. Why did you not load my bloody thing there? Right, okay. It's a little bit painful, but anyways, we'll just throw this back in here quickly. NZCH NZAA. Cost index was around 40. Everything else is in here. Again, that's all preloaded now. NZCH will be our alternative route. Ugh. Okay, so all this is looking good. Extra time, none. Lovely, jubbly. Okay, that is all looking pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look at our flight plan for today. We are leaving New Zealand, and we are going to be taking our departure. We are departing from runway 2, I believe, and we are going to be taking the GUT B1P. GUT P1P. This is going to be our SID, and we're not going to take any transition. And let's insert that into the flight plan. Okay, and once we get out to here, we're just going to put in our arrival bit here quickly. We are taking the ILS 5 right approach, and we are taking the approach of the day 5B today. Day 5B, here we go. We're going to put that into the flight plan. Let's insert that. Okay, lovely. Let's go back to the flight plan now, and let's go find our discontinuities. So once we get to GUT Boo 1P, okay, so wrong button. Let's just make sure what we're doing here. Okay, end of flight plan out of here. Okay, so out of the GUT Boo U, we are going to be taking the Glen. So we are going to be going to G L I, not I, E N N, and that will be our next waypoint. Okay, that's fine. We can insert that. Let's go down. We have another discontinuity here. Where is it? End of flight plan. Okay, from Glen, we are going to be taking an airway Y175, and we're going to go click on it. We've got Y175. We're going to be taking that via, and we'll be coming off that at the OPABI. OPABI. Okay, let's insert that. Okay, lovely stuff. Keep going down then. Oh. Where's my discontinuities gone? There it is. So from OPABI, we'll be taking another airway. We are going to be taking, this is kind of a complicated little route here, Q277. We're taking the, where are we? Q277. And we're going to be taking that into Dave. Literally. D-A-V-E-E. There we go. Let's insert that into the flight plan. Okay, lovely jubbly. We're going to keep going down, and then from Dave we will go into our final approach. Is there a discontinuity there still? No, there is one there though. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's just have a quick little look on the old mappy. We're going to bring this up here. Just going to get rid of the tow list screen for a second. We can disconnect the... Okay, let's go into our flight plan. Okay, so let's just go through our legs, make sure everything is working pretty well. I'll go into Dave, Glen, Gut, BU, and then Dave 5B. It didn't take me into my Dave 5B actually. Ooh, okay, hang on. Destination, our arrival. We're doing ILS 5 right, and we're going to be coming in on the Dave. Dave 5B. Okay, just want to have a quick little look, just want to get that a bit closer. Okay, so okay, that is bringing us now in on the Dave 5B. Okay, that looks okay. So from, we should be able to clear that now. Okay, so there was two discontinuities here. One here. Okay, that is from the airport down through here. Return. I want that. Q277, why did it not come off at Dave? That's the Dave 5B. Okay, so we'll be coming off at that, going into, for some reason it didn't sort itself out there, D-A-V-E-E. And then Dave. Okay, so then right, okay, that should be that sorted now. Okay, so from the airport all the way out. Lovely. We are now done. There's no more discontinuities that I can see. Okay, that looks done. Shall we just have a quick little check of the chat very quickly? You're probably all going crazy at me. This sounds nice, Jesse. We're looking for a nice trip once this corona's all over. Okay, I don't know what you're saying up there. Yeah, you can really recommend. Be sure to go in the summer though. The roads can be slippery and dangerous. Okay, nothing. You guys are just chatting amongst yourselves. That's all good. I'm just setting this all up. Okay, so the flight plan. The flight plan's looking good. that is for sure. It looks like it's doing what it needs to be doing. And yeah, okay, I'm happy with the flight plan. Now let's go into our performance page. V1 will be at 135, 139 for our VR, and V2 of 140. Flap setting will be at 1, and we can flex the temperature of 35. Okay, next phase. Okay, that's all looking good. Our approach, we will fill all this up once we get inside, up in the air I mean. Okay, so lovely. Okay, that should all check in data. Okay, so just quick look back through everything, just make sure I've sorted all that out. It does say check off data. The winds, didn't put in the winds. Wind request. Pretty damn windy. Sweet, we'd go in the summer anyways. Okay, you're still just talking about going to Finland, I assume. Okay, so I think fuel has been set. We've not turned anything on. That hasn't. Cruise level 21,000. Okay, we're going to update that as we kind of go up. Okay, waypoint, direct to airports. Flight plan. Okay, why is there? Why did my flight plan go? Oh, you got to be kidding me. The flight plan. See, look, this is what happens when you're not used to it all, right? Why did the flight plan disappear? We are taking... Template flight plan exists. Okay, so our flight plan disappeared. Okay, great. This is not what we wanted. So we're just going to take our departure again, runway 2. Do apologise about this, like I said, a little bit rusty on all this stuff. There we go. We're getting the 1P. This is the worst part of this game. Okay, so we're going to go from Gut to Glen. Glen 175. Glen, we are taking the airway of Y175. And we'll be taking that off at Cuba. DPABI. That's a mismatch. Why are you a QP ABI? Why do you not like it? QPABI. What's an O? OPABI. we will be taking off very, very shortly once this is just inserted again. Like I said, I'm not too sure why it did what it did, but it's done it. Okay, from there we're going to be taking another airway of Q277, and we're going to take that off at Dave. And we're taking that DAVEE. Okay, perfect. We're in, we're out. Let's get in the air. Come on. And we just now need to sort out our approach. Our arrival will be coming into ILS 5R, and we are going to be taking the Dave 5B approach. Okay, we can save that. Okay, everything now looks good again. Just gonna quickly go through it, make sure there's no... Yeah, all good, all very good. Okay, let's go now into 135 1. Okay, we're taking our flaps at 1. Flex the temperature of maybe flex to 35 it was. There we go. Flex to 35. Next phase. Active mode managed. Next phase. Okay. Okay, we'll sort out the approach when we go around. Lovely. Jubbly. Okay. I think we can leave that now. I think it's all looking good. Why is it when I activate it, it's going back to nothing? This is killing me. Why is it doing that? That's all stayed the same. My God. Okay, we're not going to activate it this time, we're just going to leave it. Okay, leaving 2, we're taking the good 1P. Do apologize, guys. Like I said, every time I activate it, it seems to be going back. I must be missing one piece of information, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to go this time. GLENN. Need a lot more practice with the this MacDo, that's for sure. I do find the Boeings a little bit more simpler, that's for sure, especially when I'm so out of practice, but this is good practice, that is for sure. We are going to be taking an airway, and we are getting off at OP ABI. There we go. Insert U. OPBI, we're taking another airway of Q1, sorry, 277, and we're taking that to Dave. Okay, and we are going to then be coming in on the arrival, ILS 5, and we're coming in on Day 5B. Okay, flight plan, insert flight plan. Okay, execute, thank you. V1 of 135, VR of 139, and V2 of 140. Flaps 1, okay, we are taking all that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We out clean, good. And we're basically going to take off at this point. I am done more than enough with this MacDo. Okay, let's get rid of this. I can bring up your chats again, I can see you guys. Can you save it or something? Yeah, you can't. Crashing into a mountain is never good. Flight management computer FMC proof. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna lie. The Boeings do have a better flight management system in my eyes, but that's about the only thing that they have. Okay, so the plan's looking good. We can put back our arc here, longitude, latitude. The one thing I didn't check on the flight plan is what is our outgoing 10,000, but we are going to be going up to 21,000. So you know what? We'll just put it up to 21,000. Lovely jubbly. Okay, that is now done. Everything is good. Let's get our pushback. Let's get the hell out of here. This is taking more than long enough. Okay, ground services, just disconnect that. And we can now ask for a pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Okay, while we're doing the pushback, we can also turn on the engines, I suppose. We've done the fire alarms. We've done all that stuff. We've done the cabin chimes, hit external power, GPU disconnect. Okay, engine start. We are going to get our pushback, so let's see if we're going to get some engine power here. Be handy if we had the ignition on. Okay, so we are hoping that this is going to power up in a second.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Okay, engines are now turning on. How are the flight sounds? Are we okay? Okay, we're going to set this up now. We are going to remove our parking brake for our pushback.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, 5 passengers inserted. Go ahead and fill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback.
Yeah, it is pretty much a straight line. Okay, engines are on, doors are shut, we're all looking good here. Just want to make sure they're powering up nicely. They are. Okay, power. Let's reset our rudder. We do need. Oh, we can put on our terrain. Doors are done. Okay, we'll keep on the engines now. Things are looking good. They are turning on nicely. And we can now throw on our engine generators. On and on. We can now take off the APU. I love the waypoint of Dave. Okay, yes, like I said, I'm back on the chat now. Like I said, it just takes a little bit of time.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Why are my flight controls? Why are my flight controls all over the place? Okay, flight controls are now on. Everything is looking good now. Caution's gone. Okay, I do need to bring up our little map here on the tablet and see where we are on this chart. No, not the chart, I need the airport. Ugh. Okay, so we need to go all the way down, and we're going to take this all the way down here. Okay, so let's try not to balls this up too much. And all I got to do here now is set the parking brake. They are going to disappear.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Engine's back to normal. We can go 1 on the flaps. Flaps are at 1. I think we're all pretty much good to go. I've fueled, engines are on, everything is running, flight controls are on. Yeah, I think we're alright. Where is Waypoint Glen and what it was with the extra N? I don't know. I will have a look for you in a second. Once I get up in the air, I'll bring on the map and I'll tell you where the Waypoint Glen is. Okay, flight controls are looking good now. Barometer pressure of 1013. Look, I will get better at this, I promise. Once I get my head round
and we're
flying a few more
Signal
times.
and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Pin is on the right. I can't see the signal. I assume that he's out there somewhere. Okay, let's take the parking brake off. Just make sure he's given us the signal. Not yet. But we're moving anyways. Okay, we're going to be following this fella down here, I suppose. That is quite a sharp little turn. There we go. Sorting out my bit of engine powers. You're not allowed to use large electronic devices during takeoff or landing. Please stow the large tablet telling us where to go. It's kind of interesting, that, isn't it, when you think about it? Just want to make sure all my lights, haven't put on my taxi lights yet. Taxi, we're going to throw on our landing lights. Strobe lights can now go on, and navigation lights can go on. Let's put our wiper to slow. I think we're going to need it. Everything else is good. Smoking sign on, seatbelt signs on, everything else. Let's have a pleasant flight. Oh god, that window wiper is annoying. Maybe we'll turn the window wiper off in a second. Was that an earthquake? What, coming out of the other plane? I'd say that was all the rain, wasn't it? Okay. Take it easy around this bend. It is a pretty nasty little bend, isn't it? As we taxi out here. Ugh. Okay, so we are going to follow this all the way down to runway 2. Nothing coming. Where is CHCH? So it's bound to be right. I can't feel anything. Do a live stream from SIN to LAX. Look, Ollie, what I'm going to do, because like I already messed up this week's one for Glenn, on my Discord there is a little section there for flight requests. If you get onto that, that'd be the best thing, so I don't forget, if I'm honest with you, because I am terrible. I thought I got this right, but he wanted me to go into Wellington. Okay, so we have a long way to go down here. Let's pick up a bit of speed. Could be a pretty rough takeoff and landing. I do believe the winds are pretty rough. But at least we're taking off. That's the main thing. He was just scared. Glenn. Come on, I'm having enough trouble today. Come on. This is two flight streams that have not gone particularly well. Give me a break. We're on the way. This should be a good flight. Flight that always would be getting nervous taking off flying a plane like this. Oh, God. Reading your chat and not talking. Okay, we are going to just hold back. Whoa. Okay, the other guy is gone. I'm just going to give him a couple of minutes to clear out. Cabin is ready. TCAS is on standby. We are pretty good to go here, guys. Just going to go through the last few little bits and pieces here. All this is good. We change our nose to takeoff. Wings are on. It was an automatic anyway, so that's fine. Just one last check of everything. Everything looks good. I love heavy rain and thunderstorms. We'll see if I love it today. Okay, so just want to make sure TCAS is set. Okay, good. Okay, guys, I think we're ready for our takeoff. Flaps 1. Perfect. Okay, increase thrust. Windy. She's pulling it to the side. Hopefully you guys can hear the sounds quite well. Okay, V1 and rotate. Bit of a flat spot there, always with these. And we're going to be going straight up to around 17 degrees. Follow this flight director. Still flying in manual. We're going to do that for a little while probably. Okay, we're going to make our first little turn. Don't worry about that, that was just the throttles. Don't worry about that at all. Nice engine sounds, okay. We're throwing her into autopilot, she's in now. We're still doing our manual thrust. I took it off manual thrust just a little too early, that was all. Don't worry about it, we're not going to crash, not today. It's not bad sounding at all, okay, that's good. I'm glad you can hear it. It looks way too steep. Funny enough, the A319 climb at around 17 degrees. They climb fairly steep from takeoff. It's mainly an Airbus thing, to be honest with you. The beam sound is never good, no, don't worry. I took off manual thrust. I tried to bring it down to, manual flex to manual thrust, and I just moved down a little bit. I'll show you. The thing with the Airbus, can you see these things here? We have to get these in the right little slots here. Oh, no, I'm playing with them. Okay. Message was deleted by Nightbot. Stop spamming caps. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, I'll just show you. So you have to get these in all the correct positions, otherwise the autopilot will not work. So that's what that was all about. I just moved it down a little bit. We are now flaps in. Gear up. Too busy talking to you guys. Don't worry about any beeping or warning sounds, they can be turned off. Yeah, this is true. can all be turned off. Overspeed. Back down now to manual thrust. That's all my fault from the beginning because I messed up my my controls on the speed settings, but we're all good now. I don't know what kind of views we can get from here where we are. There we go. The autopilot has a good warning system, yeah. Look, so what I need to do, I need to fly more often. That's why I'm going to do this once a week, and I'll pick up the speed again. I used to be so good at this, and it's all kind of fallen apart, and I really want to bring more of this to the channel. Obviously, it's a bit rusty, but we'll get there, we'll get there. Okay, so we're still climbing nicely. Everything's looking good, flaps are in, gears up. Okay, perfect. Now, I do believe we have a speed restriction on at the moment. That's why we're holding at 230. But we are still climbing. We're now above 10,000 feet, so we can now turn off our landing lights. We can turn off the runways. We can turn off our nose. We can turn off our wings. The only thing we need is strobe, beacon, and navigation. They're all on. Look, the main thing is that the cold start worked. For some reason, the flaps didn't come in. There we go, we asked them to come in and they never came in. Okay, and we're now going to change our barometer to a standard. There we go. So how's the noises for you guys on all of that? Is it all good? Might be a bit loud. Okay. Now I can get on with the chat. That was hard work. Nice views, yeah, bring on the snacks and the drinks. I want my Snickers. Also have Cora Hour, which is when they serve complimentary wines and beers. Is that a real thing? I'm more of a Twix man, if I'm honest with you. The noises are good at the moment. Okay, that's good. Wouldn't want them to be too loud. So we're in the air. Oh, Jesus, I never thought we'd get in the air. The reason why the flight plan didn't save is because I didn't have 4 letters. I was trying to abbreviate it too short. Like I said, these are just little things I'm keeping note of, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not getting enough practice off screen. That is my biggest problem. Got so many games to cover and record that I'm just not flying. These are my practice flights nearly. This is the problem. Yes, it's real. Well, I wish airlines would do. If you go to Ryanair and you buy a cup of tea, it's like €5, let alone a beer. The beer is probably like €10 a beer for these like half little cans. They're absolute rubbish. I love a Twix. I love a Twix too. Kit Kat should be eaten without breaking the bars apart. I prefer the chunky ones. Actually, I ate one the other day. I was on my break at work and I brought one of those salted caramel Kit Kats. It was actually pretty damn tasty. There is land to the west. Okay, sorry. I don't have my screen on this side facing the ground. That's the problem. It's quite cool terrain. See, it is picking up. Here you go. You can see on my terrain here. There's a lot of ups and bumps and God knows whatever else is going on here. So we are flying to 21,000. Just want to check our top of descent. When would our top of descent be? I just want to make sure here. 2100, 2100, 2100. Okay, top of descent is coming at Y175 at OPABI. Okay, so we have to keep an eye on OPABI. Okay, once we get to cruising altitudes, I will... Okay, go. Look, we can see some of the land down here. That's pretty cool. Look at all the hills and the mountains. The view would be much better out the west. Okay, look, we can change my west camera just for you guys, okay? We're just moving through the aircraft just for you guys. That's this one. I think we need to come forward quite a few seats. Where is the ground? We're getting there, here we go. It is a little bit cloudy out here today, but there we go. Here is the land. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Plane is shaking. I think we've got a bit of turbulence going on. It's because they're very close to the Southern Alps, which are the largest mountains range in New Zealand. Okay, cool. There's some nice mountains down there. If it was a clearer day out here, Jesus, the plane is shaking. We would probably see more. I usually buy the off-brand Twixes as they taste the same and half the price. Jesse, you cheap ass. You cannot beat a real Twix. You cannot beat a real Twix. There we go, we can see a little bit of land here. A lot of fields and agriculture in this land. No passengers on this plane. It's a shame that there's nothing inside, isn't it? You like turbulence? Are you absolutely crazy? Who likes turbulence? It scares the crap out of me. Oh, look at the lightning. You can see the lightning. Do I like digestive biscuits? Of course, I'm English. They have to be dunked in tea or on the bottom of a cheesecake. That's all I will say on that matter. Okay, so our flight plan actually crosses over the land, and we'll probably see more out of the east very soon. Here we go, as you can see. But the weather is pretty damn poor. Snickers, $1. I buy 10, 20 at a time. $1 a Snickers. Jesus Christ! I think like a Twix here is like €1.60 just for a Twix. Snickers are like 50 cents here. Is that because nobody likes them? I am English, but I love... Everyone loves digestives. I like Hobnobs as well. Hobnobs are probably my favourite biscuit if I had a choice, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so just want to have a little look at our flight charts while we're here. Want to make sure everything is looking good for our approach. Our approach will be coming in at around... we have to be down at Dave by 3,000, especially the chocolate coated ones. $1 is half a pound. Jesus. Well, I'm in euros here, but euros and pounds are very, very similar at the moment. I can't believe we've been on the stream an hour and I've only just taken off. How nuts is that? Have to get better at this, the flight planning stuff. I wouldn't mind, but when I do it on my own, I always do it really well, but it's always when I'm on camera. It's like I'm nervous nearly. Look at that. We are climbing. The bird is looking beautiful. Oh. Manual thrust. Picking up just a little bit too much speed. There we go. We're still climbing. Why are we climbing? We have climbed too far. Okay, so we climbed too far. I don't know why the autopilot is messing around with me here. Anyway, so we are going to drop a little bit. I did think the cruising altitude today was quite low, 21,000 feet. We're going to be right in the bloody clouds, I think. Anyways, okay, we'll keep an eye on this flight. Again, another test flight. We will get better. I do promise we will get better. Okay, so 0.57 euros. Is that what a dollar is? Wow. Why is it still climbing, Jesse? Yeah, that's what I just realised. I'm thinking, geez, we're going pretty high. I'm not too sure because it was all set. But anyways, we are going to drop a little bit now, but that actually might help us with a bit of speed here. We are a little bit delayed, and I'm a bit worried now we're going to be in the bloody clouds. Anyways, these things happen. Too much talking and not enough concentration. See, it's all set for the flight levels. It shouldn't have gone outside its parameters. Okay, that's when we're dropping. That's not good. Flight level is 16, 21, 28. Oh, look, some reason it's telling us that it should fly to 28,000. As we both know that that is not true because SimBrief would make me fly to 21,000. Interesting. So that's why it was going up. The computer decided that we should be flying higher than we are. I'm going to just turn the terrain off a little bit. But I've now taken manual control of the climb, so we are now dropping. It's trying to avoid Wellington by climbing. Well, maybe. But that's what, yeah, it's really strange that my SimBrief only wanted me to fly at 21,000 feet. I thought it was pretty low myself, to be honest with you. Okay, so we should be dropping. We might as well sort out our approach stuff, I suppose. Makes some sense, wouldn't it? That we are now dropping down to our 21,000 flight level. So it's climbing far more than it should, which is going to be interesting when coming back down. Now I'm bringing it back down slowly now. She's dropping very, very slowly. Let's go into our performance. See, look, I managed. Yeah, not entirely sure. Anyways, look, we're going to throw in our approach here. What was our thing? Today was 2100, was it? .13 1.13. Okay, temperature, I believe we're landing in at 12 degrees. The winds. I didn't pick up the winds. What are the winds looking like? I have to go get the flight data for that now in a second. Ollie Gregory, yes. Okay, how's your day? Connor, it is, could be better, to be honest with you. Again, I come online and I do a terrible start to my flight. But we're going to get there. I promise, we are going to get there. I think we need to fly more on the channel. I think that's just what we're going to have to do, if I'm honest. Okay, the wind is at 220 at 4. Okay, so 220 slash 4. There we go. The DH of 200. And config 3. The MDA, I need to get off the charts. I'm just looking at the charts here. We should be coming in straight, full held out at 215. Next phase, okay, just go back. So our landing speed today will be at 133, okay, that's fine. We can activate and confirm our approach. So, our approach should be all set. Just the radio navigation. Okay, so the ILS frequency for our landing today should be at 110.3, which it is. Okay, so we're going. Everything is okay here. Everything is looking good. And we're still dropping. We're down to 23,000 feet now. Why did it say that the aircraft is a Boeing 737? For some reason, the navigation things that I use, which are FlyLive, they don't recognize the A319, and they won't let me change it. I don't know why. Maybe I need to use a different software. But for some reason, they just don't let me put in the A319. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay, so the approach, everything else is okay. We're dropping to a flight level of 21,000. Okay, let's have a little nose out our windows. We can't see very much. A little bit on this side. Look at all those mountains. That's beautiful. Shame it's so cloudy here in New Zealand today. I do have real weather put on. So apparently this is your weather today, or was today. I don't know if that is correct. I don't know if any of you guys are near that. Bit cloudy. I suppose you're in winter over there now, aren't you? Ollie, okay. Yeah, look, I apologise. I think it's just the software. FlyLive just don't like the TOLUS. I've tried everything. You know what? I'm going to bring up their screen again just to make sure that it wasn't me missing something. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. Yeah, it will not let me change. It's supposed to connect to the flight simulator and it should tell them what... you can't see the screen that I'm looking at, but it says, yeah, B738. It's just a little bit strange. I can't change that, and it's supposed to connect to the simulator, but it doesn't pick up this A319. No idea why. It's a little bit silly. There we go. Yes, winter is just starting, so cloud from the west. Okay, well, apparently today, at this time, this is what it looked like in New Zealand, so pretty rough out there. And I can say how accurate the weather is when we get closer to Auckland. Okay. Perfect. Well, I believe that it's fairly cloudy in Auckland. It's pretty windy. Was it windy today? Windy at the airport anyways, that's for sure. The landing with the weather is going to be interesting. Well, hopefully it's going to be a lovely smooth ILS landing today. No guarantees. I think we can put the sunglasses back on as well because the light is blinding me. As we got a bit of time. What are you looking at is Aotearoa. What you are looking at? Okay. Okay, is that the area that we're in, is it? I think I actually have navigraphs up on my tablet here. I wonder, can we, if we go to home, we go maps. Okay, here we are. Zoom out a little bit for you guys. Wow, we're not that far away, are we? And we're going to be probably descending fairly rapidly now too. We must be coming very close to the top of the descent. Okay, so we are going to reduce this to 3,000. Not going to touch it just yet. Are we at the top of the descent? Ignore that. I want this screen for a second. Let's put on to flight plan. Antigua. Okay, so we're not going to be dropping. We're going to be dropping very, very soon, actually. According to the plane, we're dropping already. Why are we dropping already? Maybe I'm just a little bit too early there. Okay, so if we just bring up our MacDo and check the flight plan, so we should be dropping once we get to okay, OPABI. So once we get to about here, we are going to be dropping. I suppose we don't have a huge descent today. That's for sure. Yeah, I didn't mean to let autopilot off. I accidentally clicked on the button of it. Anyways, we're going to be climbing here. I should be able to reduce that without it doing anything until I press it, but I must have just clicked on the button. Okay, but we don't actually have too far to go on that. It's all a learning curve again for me. It's been such a long time, and what I have been playing the last year was back to FSX, which is a little bit simpler than this, mainly for my skins. So look, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay, coming up to Nelson and Picton, about halfway. I think we're closer than halfway. It looks a bit closer. The local name of New Zealand is the land of the long white cloud. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to change the autopilot there. I do apologise. What I was doing, I need a fiddle. We need to get used to flying again. So we will fly over Wellington soon. Okay, so Wellington would have been a really short flight. Oh yeah, I suppose it's just on the North Island on the very south, isn't it? And it's looking pretty rough still. Very cloudy here. Look at this. If we just go back. And sorry. So yeah, okay, yeah. Wellington's not too far. Wellington is just to the east of us here. So we're going to be coming here. We're going to be starting our descent probably around here. We're going to be coming up, in, and around. Wellington would have been a straight in. It is at the lowest point of the North Island. Yeah, you can see here. Well, don't say that. Look, that's quite mountainous here as well. Look at that. The dreaded WLG. I won't turn this private. Look, I'm going to be making mistakes for the next 2 or 3 flights until I get back into the swing of it, so I'm not going to make it private. Don't worry, you can catch up with it later. We'll see if we're going to be making our own landing in. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But no, thanks for joining us, and don't worry, have fun in the garden, rather you than me. It's only about 45 minutes real time. Okay. Wellington is at the south end of the North Island and just south of the Nelson, which is top of the South Island. God, that's a bit of a tongue twister, that is. And south of Nelson, which is top of the North Island. Okay, perfect. So Nelson's up here. I must admit, my geography is not amazing, I'll be honest with you. I love watching that flight computer. I'm the same. I never watch movies. I just put up the flight computer, fall asleep, and keep opening my eyes until I know I'm there. When you get to New Plymouth, you can see Mount Taranaki quite clearly. Make sure you look out of the left windows. No what? That's the left windows, isn't it? Look at all these lovely islands here. No, Nelson is on the south. I love how you guys know everything. Are you enjoying this flight? I know it was a bit of a disaster start. It's looking lovely down there. Hopefully the landing's going to be nice and smooth. Okay, where are we on this flight director here? Let's have a little look. Okay, we're coming up to Iguta. So we will be dropping fairly soon. Dave will bring us in at flight level 10. Okay. Dave 5B at 7, and then bring us in at 53, 32, 324, and then make sure that we're in. Perfect, okay. The views are terrible all of a sudden. So there we go. I know these know their geography really well, and I don't know Jack. I'm the same. I don't know all the areas in New Zealand. Like I said, I was only there for a couple of days. So Yeah. I have lived in Wellington for 12 years. Oh wow, okay. I suppose if we flew over the UK and Ireland, we'd know all the areas too, to be fair. Well, you'd think, roughly. Let's just face it, you can be the North Island and look north to see the South Island. What? Let's just face it, you can be in the North Island and look north to see the South Island. that's very confusing. But I'm sure you guys know your stuff. So look, a few teething problems. I think we're doing okay, considering. Hopefully the landing is actually, believe it or not, coming into Auckland is a very steep drop from 3,000. There's not that many nautical miles out before it really does drop into the airport. We should actually get some lovely views as well, I believe, because we're coming in over the water. I believe. You guys will know the airport better than me. I think the way we're coming in. Kind of to the like northeast, runway 5. So yeah, I'd say that it's well, we're going to see anyways, aren't we? We'll find out very, very soon. We would drive up to Makers and look at the South Island. That's cool that you can see the islands from each other though. Water to the west of the runway. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the chart here. The way I'm coming in. Water to... Yeah, it doesn't actually give me the north, south, east, west. But that's north, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, look, it's gonna be a pretty nice landing, I believe. We will see. Hopefully the landing will go better than my face reveal landing that I had to bring it in myself. I've actually selected the approach this time. Do any of you two play Xplane by any chance? We're about halfway in our flight now. What's our speeds looking at? We should be going a good 300 now, 320. Okay, lovely. It's all looking quite nice. What is that? Okay, so we'll bring in our flight plan a little bit so we can actually see where we are. I don't. My computer is not good enough. I can't afford it. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame. I'd say my PC's only just good enough. I mean, we're only running on 30 frames per second here. 29. Auckland is not surrounded by water as Wellington. On Wellington it has both ends of the runway. Okay. Look, I made a mistake, like I said. I forgot what areas we said and he kind of disappeared. And I didn't know if you were on the Discord there, Glenn. And I hadn't seen you before that, so I was a bit... this seemed like a decent, long enough kind of flight if I hadn't ballsed up the beginning anyways. Look northwest. Fortunately, we're above the clouds and it's pretty rough out here today. Just want to keep an eye on our flight. Where are we at on this? Okay, so we're okay. We'll be hitting the top of the descent very, very soon. I've not played Xplane, but I think I'd get frustrated with it. I'd stick with my Euro truck and get the mods working too. Yeah, like I said, I need to just get back into the swing of things is the worst part. When you don't play something for so long, yeah, it's a tough one, to be honest with you. But look, yeah, we're getting there. We took off, we're going to land. It's just a bit of the flight direction. Like I said, I do find the Boeing's a little bit easier for the flights. But I'm having a problem with the Zebo mod at the moment. The Zebo mod is not letting me turn the wheels. I don't know what's going on. They did an update on it and they haven't put the patch in yet, I think. Well, Wellington is a narrow strip of land and the runway is across the narrow width. So a short, long run will result in a swim. Connor Gurney, goodbye, have a good day. Okay, no worries, Connor. Thanks for coming by. Okay, so yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of a swim. It's now the next day in New Zealand. Oh. Well, thank you for staying up so late. Blame Glenn. Glenn wanted it at this time. He said it was better. The water is about 15 degrees at this time. That is freezing. I would not be getting in that. The water's not at least 22 degrees. There's not a chance I might getting in. Not a bloody chance. Euro now Wednesday. Well, we might do another flight this week, and maybe we will do Wellington to Sydney. How about that? And we'll take the Zebo 737-800. How about that? And then I do want to move up into Asia, Kuala Lumpur, kind of Vietnam, that kind of thing. It's so weird because I'm only 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. It is so strange. But I would have thought we would have landed by now. When I did the practice run off camera with the FMC, no problems. Like, I go on camera, it's like everything just goes wrong. Nerves, probably nerves more than anything. We'll get there. That'd be cool. It'd be a bit of a longer flight, but I think we'd have to take the 737. I think I have a Qantas livery for that. I think that's what we'll have to take. Or we can still take this little plane, because like I said, I am trying to practice again in this. It's a little easier. Try Virgin Australia, B738. Okay, I'll have a look, see what I can find skim-wise. Up on the Discord, we can discuss what planes and liveries and stuff we're going to go on. The reason why I'm flying the A319 so much is, one, I prefer Airbus, but two, it's a good practice plane getting back into the swing of things. So, we'll get there. Okay, let's have a look now. Where are we on our map? Can't see a thing. Okay, let's just... Okay, I believe that we're now coming very, very close into dropping our flight levels. Okay, lovely, jubbly. Should do that automatically. I know the flight thing here has turned itself off, but... I mean, that's not going to drop my plane, is it? No, but I have it off. There we go. And we will click that on once we hit OPABI, which is our top of descent. Either A320 or 737. Yeah, I might take the 737 out for a spin because, like I said, I just need practice more than anything. Just keep practicing. So the more kind of flights I do, the better. But I think that's going to be quite a long flight. I think it's about 3 hours, so I might have to do it in my evening time, which is your morning time. Australia doesn't have any virgins. I currently don't have the A320. I am looking at buying my next plane eventually, and I'm thinking maybe the A380, maybe for our long haul stuff, because I was going to do some sort of like London to New York kind of stuff too, maybe. Air New Zealand and Jetstar used the A320, Qantas and Virgin used the Boeing 737, Singapore Airlines used the Airbus A350 via Melbourne. Well, I've never flown. I kind of like Sydney Airport though. You come in on the water as well, so I think we'll do Sydney. I think we'll do Qantas maybe. Qantas on the 737. I think that's what we will do, but don't hold me to that just yet. We will discuss that after this. Yeah, look, I probably won't stream now for the rest of the week. I have a lot of videos. I've been given a lot of games this week that I really have to cover. So I probably won't live stream now until Friday evening, I'd say. Maybe even Saturday evening. I said no idea yet. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, we'll aim for that. We'll discuss it on Discord once we get out of this flight. We'll discuss on Discord what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Like I said, I need practice. I need flyings. I know this doesn't interest everybody, but this is something that I do want to bring full time to the channel. At least once a week doing a flight. So you like the sound of that? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that will work with me too, because it will be a longer flight. I'd say it'd be about 3 hours, I believe. It could be a little bit longer to Sydney. I think I looked from Auckland. I didn't look from Wellington. Wellington could be a little bit further. I can't remember now. Take a look at the invisible strain. But we are getting some lovely views down here now. Look at this. Maybe if we hang out the other side, can we see very much? No, it's a little bit cloudy. Okay, I do want to get back in here now because we are going to be looking at our descent. I think we're all set up. ILS shouldn't be a problem today, hopefully. This would be a great addition as a permanent addition. Yeah, that's my plan. I mean, I love all simulators. I got Euro Truck permanent. I'd like to make this permanent too. From Wellington, it's roughly 3 hours. Yeah, that's what I'd imagine. Maybe we'll get some strong tailwinds and we can bring it to about 2 hours 45. That would be the plan. But we will see about that. From Wellington, yeah, Wellington 3 hours, yeah. I think it would be a fairly decent flight, straight out, straight across the water. And maybe we'll do an evening, see, I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do an early evening out of Wellington, then go into evening into Sydney, or do we want a full daytime flight? That would be the next thing. The only thing landing nighttime in Sydney is we won't see the water. Not the charts, not the charts. I do want to bring up our airport now for... where are we going? NZAA, isn't it? Auckland International. Give me your charts. Okay, arrival charts. No, I don't want the arrival charts. I want the airport. Okay, so this is what we want. Okay, so we're coming in 5 right. We're probably going to come off here, taxi A3, domestic flight terminals, and we're going to turn up and we're going to park somewhere around here. That'd be the plan. I'm getting tired. I have school tomorrow, so I have to leave. No worries, Ollie. Yeah, no worries. Watch the stream tomorrow. That's fine. Much appreciated. And I said we'll do the next one. We'll talk on Discord and we'll sort out the next one. Okay. But thanks for watching as always. Okay, we are now going to start making our descent, I believe. Just want to see, is it going to kick in itself? It should kick in itself. But I have turned off the autopilot there. I can't help myself watching. That's just it. Well, I'm hoping now it's not going to take us very long to come in. It's going to be a very fast approach, and I don't think we're going to be very much longer, to be honest with you. Good man. Glenn, you still there? Or are you asleep? Are you going to watch my disaster unfold? Okay, so we are just making a nice little turn here. Still not much of a view, I'm afraid, guys. At some point, can I fly from TRG to CHC? Glenn asleep, I think. Yeah, we could do that. TRG to CHC. I'll have to have a look whereabouts they are. Like I said, well, best thing to do is put it in the Discord, and so I don't forget, and I can have a look at flight plans and stuff and see what's going to work. Okay, so we are now just going to throw her into descent mode. Our approach should be all good. Like I said, our RNAV, the frequencies are correct. I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem today. You're going to watch the disaster. Well, I think the taking off start is the disaster for me. But we are coming in now. We are now dropping altitude. And I am going to take my glasses off, because I'm going to be able to have to see what the hell we're going to be doing when we fail. Okay, let's just drop that back in. Yeah, I forgot to undo the seatbelt signs. There we go, they'll be fine. We want very bad weather, that way it's more interesting. It could be, it's not looking pretty down here. I don't know what it looks like under the clouds, so we're going to find out now very, very soon. Very, very soon. Just have a little look there on my phone. I see that I think you just joined our Discord, did you? Somebody did. Oliver, welcome to the server. Yeah, welcome, Ollie. Yeah, you put it down there so I can keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm going to look at that after this stream for you. Do not worry. Don't worry, it's Auckland. If you don't like the weather, have a coffee and wait for it to change. Is it like that, is it? Is it really like that? They say the same about here, but I just see rain and wind all the time, to be honest with you. We can either change from rain to no rain, but no sun. I'm surprised as to how little tea has been drunk by you on this video. I've actually got a can of Coke. I'm drinking Coke this morning. I was running out of time. I got up a little bit later than I expected, and I was rushing around a little bit this morning, hence why I was a bit flustered at the beginning. I may be wearing a shirt, but I am wearing a pair of shorts with it. 7 sessions in one day. It's very much like Melbourne. They used to say a lot about Melbourne was very similar, didn't they? Okay, so our descent profile is falling nicely. 050. Why are we going so small? Okay. Auckland has very fast weather changes. I don't know if I'd like that. You know, you might wear shorts and t-shirt in the morning, and then by the evening you need a winter coat and a woolly hat. You know, I'm not sure. That was what it was kind of like in Melbourne. You know, 1 minute it'd be snow, and next thing there'd be 40 degrees outside. I assume the airport is down here. Should we change the view for a little bit while we're having a descent? Can't really see too much. So yeah, we are going to have to decide, are we wanting to leave daytime and come in nighttime? Wearing shorts and a shirt. It is extremely professional. Put the tie on. Okay, so we should be dropping to 16 something for the flight level change here as we come into Puckham. Okay, we've got our charts. I'll just have a little look at the map where we are. Okay, so we're coming in here now, Auckland. We're going to be pulling out across the water and in, I believe. That is going to be our flight path. Airports. Okay, just keep that up because I'm going to need that for when things go wrong. I think you should do night. What, night leaving Wellington or night arriving at Sydney? That'd be the. It would mean that we can all see all the lights of the approach and takeoff, which I love. Oh, so you want to do night into both? So we leave night Wellington, arrive night into Sydney. Well, it will be a night flight for me, I suppose. So maybe that is something that we can do. I'd have no issues with that. It'd be very nice. Okay, yeah, I like the lights too. I even like the lights in the cockpit and stuff like that, to be honest with you. Okay. Night leaving Wellington. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I said it will be night for me, so it might be nice. A little bit different. Still not getting much on the view side of things yet, but we should be dropping below the clouds very soon, as you can all see. So I did manage a cold start, which is pretty good. Impressed with myself. Because if there's a football match or rugby match in the Westpac Stadium, you can see it, just a massive circle of light. Oh, actually saying that about Friday. Man United are playing on Friday. The Football League is starting off again in England. I don't know. Maybe we'll do Saturday. We have to see what time kickoff is on the football. I don't know what time the kickoff is. I'm going to have a look. Be a nice view once you get under the clouds. We are just going under the clouds now, actually. It's not looking too bad. It's actually quite clear here, surprisingly. The best thing about Wellington is leaving. is that because of the winds? Well, obviously I'll be checking the winds, and I'll be doing my best to... Okay, so the plane's just leveling itself out. It needs to slow itself down a little bit. Okay, we are coming into Dave. I love Wellington, but the only place to cross to the South Island. Ah, okay. Didn't know that. Is that by boat, I assume? Or plane? Okay. Oh, by car. Oh, you can drive between the islands. I didn't know that. Or was that to take your boat across the island? Although you can leave from anywhere if you're in a boat. Ah, boat. Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. I was thinking, Jesus, do you have a big bridge? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, I must admit. Yes, Dave. We're in Dave. Well, we're nearly in Dave. We are 10 nautical miles from Dave. I assume this is where we're landing. There's a bit of body of water here. I assume that this is going to be us. There we go. We're getting some... It's very green on this side compared to the other side. Very green. Yeah, we're getting some lovely views though. We're all holding up lovely. Yeah, it's looking good. There are two family carriers. One is Blue Bridge and the other is Inter-Islander. You see Auckland. Is that what's over that side, is it? It's so green. Can't really see much out this window. I assume this is where we're landing, somewhere here. Or up here, maybe. Screen might look like it's jumping a little bit. I'm just taking a few shots for Discord. That'll do. Okay, we've now hit Dave. We're dropping below our 10,000. We are dropping in speed. This is going to be very quick coming in now. Blue Bridge in Islander is like a roller coaster, and the boats are lengthened, cut and shut. The islanders take the cargo trains from the north to the South Island. Oh, okay. Okay, so we are dropping our airspeed. We have to be below 250 under 10,000 feet. So the plane is just leveling itself off, doing its job nicely. As we hit 10,000 feet now as well, we now need to put our landing lights to on. And yep, we can put our wing lights on and our navigation on. Everything else is looking good up here. We can now set our ground speed. We may as well. And we're going to put auto brake on medium, and we won't set the fans just yet. We can now throw on our terrain once we are coming a bit low. It's not too bad here. We're fairly flat here at this part anyways. Okay, so that's all good. Some islands just over here. But everything is looking pretty good. We will set our ILS up. So hopefully we will not have too much of a problem with the ILS today. Here we go, landing is nearly here. Yep, we're nearly there now. The North Island is mostly farmland, South Island is mostly mountains and plains. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's very green this side. It's actually quite surprising how different the two islands are. Okay, everything is ready for our landing. We're going to be taking a nice little turn to the left, and then we're going to swing it back in to the right. Once we get under 5,000, we will change our pressures. Everything else, we can now put our navigation back down to 10 as we need close range. Everything is still looking good. We can now tell the cabin crew. Yep. So they should now be told that we are getting ready for our landing. We're going to come in, like I said, I'm hopefully to come off, if I could come off here at A5, I think that might be a bit short, but definitely A3. We're going to turn it back up and around, and we're going to be stopping in there. The South Island is where the Australian plates meet the Pacific plate, which is why there are so many mountains. Ah, yeah, well, that makes sense. Is there many volcanoes in New Zealand? That might be a stupid question. Okay, so we are coming in. We are now below 8,000 feet. And here we go, we're making our little turn across now. That'd be a good little view here. No, other side. There we go, look at that. Beautiful. There are some lovely views here. That's nice. What's the population like of New Zealand? It looks very sparsely populated from up here. Auckland has 5 volcanoes on its own. Are they active volcanoes? Okay, we might be coming up on the other side now. Or are we just going to level out? Maybe we're just going to level out. Engines are on idle. This is all looking lovely. We are coming in hard and fast. Okay, so we made our turn. We are going to be wanting to turn on our approach now very, very soon. Just need to zip that out a little bit. Yeah, once we get to here. Uh, 5 million people. Okay, so Ireland have less. We only have around 4 million people living here. Good question. I'd have to visit some volcanoes. Yeah, me too. No, extinct or dormant. One of these two. Okay. Not active in town, but recently the news showed people in White Island. Ah, yeah, I remember that. I heard something about that. Okay, I am going to take control of the speed here now. I'm just going to bring us down a little bit more. Around 210. And I've clicked on our approach hold, so hopefully we are going to pick up the localizer. If not, there's going to be a problem. I remember seeing that as well. Is there a fault because what do you expect of going to what do you expect from going to active volcanoes? We have few active volcanoes, but nothing that has threatened anyone who's not as stupid places. Well, I'm not saying like active. I was just kind of more interested in like, you know, well, I don't know. I'd like to look at one from a distance, maybe. Yeah, the active ones would be a bit of a risk. Okay, I am going to throw on this. We're going to be making a nice little turn here. We are getting in nice and low. There we go, nice turn. We're going to be making another sharp turn after this. Oh, there's farmland. Jesus. Make sure we don't hit any of this stuff. Okay. Localizers are on. We are a little low. Oh, we are coming in. We are coming in quite low, aren't we? We could have held off on the descent just a little bit. I came in just a bit before the top of the descent. No harm, no harm. We are going to put on our pressures back to normal. Everything else, I think we are good for landing. Okay, I think we will also now take out a notch of flaps. Can't really see them coming out there, can you? Oh, we're hitting the rain. Here we go. This is going to be a landing from hell. Okay, let's get our wiper on. Let's bring down our speed now. Can't see a thing. Okay, 137.
2,500.
Okay, flaps are becoming to full. Okay, it's not raining actually that bad here. Okay, full flaps. Gear should be down. There we go, full flaps, gear down. We are ready to come in now. Just dropping that speed down to landing speed of 137. I want to say last major eruption was either 1998 or 2014. Okay. Would you be able to play the new F1 game that's coming out in July? I have had a look at it, and I do like some of the things that they've done to it. So yeah, that might be something that we will do. I'm not particularly good at racing games. Prepare for disaster. Nah, let's not worry just yet. Not yet. Should be a nice landing. We've hit the Pappy lights. We are coming down. We have set our altitude to 3,000 for a go around if required, but we're not going to be relying on that, that's for sure. We are coming in fast and hard. Okay, 136. This is our lovely landing speed for today, 136. Runway doesn't look too bad. It's quite long. We can see the water coming in. Let's have a little nose on the outside. It's looking lovely out here. It's not raining anyways. Speed brakes set, fans are set, auto brakes set, everything is set. Here we go. I've been worried for the whole flight. Don't be worried. Look, I do know roughly what I'm doing. I'm just out of practice. That's the hardest thing here. Out of practice. I did manual land the other day. Reverse thrust. Speeds below 60 knots. We're gonna take that. We're gonna come off it. Ooh, windy. Good fun. Imagine the crosswinds. Let's see Ryanair or Butter. Ryanair. But we have come off here at 5. That's perfect. We are just going to stop here for a very quick second. We're going to turn on our taxi lights. Okay, we are going to just come around here. Can't see where I'm going. Ah. Flight. Right now, I can't use my cameras. I don't know what it is. Okay, but here we go. We are parked. We will take engine 1 out and engine 2 out. There we go. So there we go, guys. We have landed. Look, it's not the smoothest of flying from me. I will get better. I promise. Just a little bit more time, and we will get better. Plus, this is kind of a new plane to me, so I'm kind of getting used to this. But overall, I don't think we did too bad. I can see it. Like, I can't change any of my cameras. I don't know why they've all stopped working. The game has no sound. The disaster's go. Like I said, the game itself broke. I don't know what happened. It just, like now, I can't circle through any of my cameras. There you go. Can you hear me now? Sound again. I don't know what's going on. It's since I landed, everything has gone crazy. Yeah, no mic now. I don't know what the hell. I landed and I think the game crashed. I don't know what's happened, but look, we're here now. Thank you for everyone taking part. Look, it's a bit of a disaster still. I will get there with settings and setting up and all that kind of stuff. I will get there, I promise. I know it's not as good as you guys would have liked, but I am trying. Like I said, give me a couple more weeks of flying and we will get there, I do promise. Glenn, Ollie, I know it's not as great as you want. Mark Cooper, hello. Hello, Mark. We just got to the end of the flight. We crashed. Yeah, the game crashed. I don't know what happened to the game. The game is crashed. Where it is currently is crashed. I can't get it off the screen. That is that. But OBS seems still to be working. As soon as we landed, didn't like Auckland, did it? But look, give me a couple more weeks. We will get better at the flying, a bit more practice. We will do a night flight this week, okay? But other than that, for myself, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, you heard the pilot, we crashed. Hopefully, yeah, we have crashed literally. Hopefully, it will get better, okay? I promise. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.